Hey, hi all. Good evening. So today I'm trying to give one demo as we need to create a resource group, VNet, subnet, VM, and some of its peripherals. Say for example, if you want to deploy any of the virtual machine in Azure, then what step we need to perform to deploy one virtual machine. So I'm just providing a demo. Definitely we can create multiple storage account and availability subnet. These are the various Azure resources, but it will come later in a picture. So let me give one demo for deploying a virtual machine. So first, before deploying any virtual machine, we need to create a resource group over here. Then we during the and after deploying a resource group, then we need to deploy one virtual machine. And during the time of deploying any virtual machine, either we need to create a VNet during the time of deployment of virtual machine, or we can create a VNet and subnet before creating any virtual machine. So VNet and subnet, it's a networking parts. So let me give some demo of deploying one virtual machine. So let me initiate this one. So let me create one resource group over here. This is my test subscriptions. Resource group name, say test, or you, okay, yes. So I do not have actually I have two subscriptions, so I do not have access to deploy any things into this subscription. So I'm using this subscription over here. I'm deploying this virtual machine into EastUS2, and let me create. Okay. Resource group is nothing. It's a one kind of folder where you can put your all the resources into one folder. It will be easy for deploying anything. Say if you want to delete anything or everything, the resources which is in this resource group, so you can just delete this resource group. So entire things which is comes under this resource group will be get deleted. Okay, so let me create some virtual machines over here. So I'm going to create one virtual machine, say Windows Server. You can create, there are multiple ways to create virtual machines. Either you can go from here, just type virtual machines, or you can use this marketplace as well. Let me use this search option, and I'm creating one virtual machine. Say I'm creating one virtual machines. Okay, this is the subscription where I need to deploy my virtual machine. This is the resource group which we created just now, and I need to give one name of the virtual machine, test VM1, availability zone. I will explain this later. This comes zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Okay, this is the part of availability zone. I'm going to create a Windows Server 2003, or we have multiple options. Let creates a Windows Server client, sorry, Windows client, not a Windows Server. So this is the structure you can give. You will create multiple. It means you have all the sizes of the virtual machine. Either you go with this or this. Let me go with this one, B2MS. Okay, let me select. I have to give the username and the password. 3389 is the port for RDP of the virtual machines. Okay, let me give the disk name. Okay, by default it will take 127 GB for operating system, and this is the OS disk type which we discuss later, because there are n number of types. Four types of disk: SSD and HDD. So what will be the SSD and what will be the HD will come. This portion will comes later. Okay, no. Now we need to go with the networking session. As I said, we need to create a VNet as well. This is the name of the VNet, and we need this is the by default. You can say the subnet which has been created, or what the VNet which has been created by default. So this is the by default. If we want, we can go ahead and we can create a new VNet, and we need to provide the new IP addresses or address space. So I will share this section later, but just for creating this virtual machine, let's go by default. Okay, this is the network security group with okay public inbound ports. Okay, for RDP purpose. Okay, everything is good. Next, management. Okay, auto shutdown. No, we did not need any auto shutdown over here. Backup, site recovery, and number of things. We'll go step by step later. We do not need. Let's go by default. No, we do not need any kind of custom data over here. I'll update this information later. This is the tags one. Say for example, if you're deploying anything in Azure, then it will be easy to identify any of the resources. For example, if you have, say, in example, if you are deploying any SQL virtual machine or SQL databases or any storage account, so we need some kind of information. Means who is owning this particular resources. So we need to create one tag over here, and accordingly we need to fill the tag value. Say for example, if I'm adding over here owner name, I'm putting my name over here. Similarly, who is the who is responsible for any technical issues. So technical lead. I can type my name over here, or I can go with my email ID. It's depend. Okay. So let me go ahead and let's create this one. Okay. Everything's fine. Uh-huh. Let me see. Okay, I have to create this subscription. Check this subscription. Okay. No, I already created. Mm, 1 moment. I need to see where it's been stuck. Give me 1 moment. As you can see, my validation has been passed. So let me say create. I'll tell you what happened. I do not have access to deploy a virtual machines with respect to the image of Windows 11. So what I did, I just changed the virtual machine OS. Say for example, I choose Windows Server 2019 or 2022. First, we create a virtual machine. Let's see what happened. It will take some time. So let me pause this video and I'll get back to you in a minute. It's creating a virtual machine. You can see it needs some time. Around 2 or 3 minutes required. As you can see, deployment is in progress and we are deploying a virtual machine over here. Virtual machines, network interfaces, virtual network security groups, everything is going to deploying in this resource group. So now if you can see our deployment is completed. Let's go to the resource and we'll see. Yes. So our virtual machine is ready to use. You can see resource group. Its test lecture status is running. Subscription so and so. As I do not have access for allowing a public IP address, so I won't be able to proceed further. That's the reason it was struck. So I just remove public IP address, and later on I just changed the operating system. Say earlier I used Windows 11 version, but I need to use Windows Server version over here. So you can see we deployed successfully our virtual machine over here. We can do many things with this virtual machine. We can monitor, we can check the Azure metrics. Say, for example, if you want to know the alerts or if you want to know the metrics, you can see how much CPU is utilization for these virtual machines, the disk access, the VM availability, everything will be get updated over here. So that's it for today, and I'll get back to you in another session. Thank you.